Here we go.
Hey, aloha, everybody. This is Manathas Rich, and thank you for joining us this evening for another overview of VXHAUS LLC. Tonight, we have a wonderful, wonderful treat that you can look forward to. We have a gentleman by the name of Sean Boynton who is going to be doing our overview for us, and he does deserve all of your attention. And if you feel like this is something that might be for you, I think you'll be able to see that early on as we get started. So thank the person who invited you. We really appreciate you being here. Without any further ado, Mr. Sean Boynton, take it away, my friend.
All right, thank you, Manathas. Appreciate that. Hi, everyone. My name is Sean Boynton, the Vice President of Marketing and Sales here at the VXHAUS. And we want to welcome you today to our business overview. We're going to be covering some stuff that is, let's just say, it's really needed in the world today. And we've got some products that are going to be able to solve a lot of solutions. So we are part of a renewable energy network, and we're going to be bringing that information to you. So let's go to the next slide. All right, so we're going to cover an income disclaimer. This is not for everyone, and we make no guarantees of income. You'll probably make money at this through our training, our products, and our duplication system. Our partner companies have been in business for over 40 years combined. However, we cannot predict the future market conditions for real estate or self-sustainable communities. Absolutely no recruiting required for this income. Guys, where have you seen an opportunity where you don't need to recruit? Well, we're going to talk about how that's possible with our products and services. So, however, there's no guarantee of income. You'll be paid based on your own efforts and team leadership skills. Just so that we're clear and 100% honest with you, before joining any of these programs, we recommend you do your own due diligence and seek legal advice. All right, so we got that out of the way. We're going to talk about what the VXHAUS verticals. We actually have 3 of them. And did you know that 6.8 billion people need what VXHAUS has to offer? So we're going to be talking about our tiny homes, which includes what we call our ADUs, JDUs certification. We'll get into a little bit more detail within the presentation. We also have our second vertical, which is solar power, and our third vertical, which is a very sophisticated technology that we are so excited to provide to you. It's our ACVO atmospheric water generators. So we're going to go into all that detail in just a moment. All right. Do you think you can't afford to buy a home? Guys, a lot of the problems that have been happening are based on affordability and affordable home issues in the US right now, and frankly, around the world. We've got a homeless population problem that is scampering throughout, I know for sure for US, whether it's New York, San Francisco, San Diego, we've got thousands and thousands of homeless people that need a solution. So we're going to be able to provide what that solution is. Also, real estate prices have been going up due to the economics in the country and the world right now. That means that products and affordability costs have been going up, which is raising the price to be able to afford a home. So those are some of the things that we're facing right now. I mean, years ago, people would have one income to be able to afford a house. These days, you need multiple. So those are some of the things that we're up against these days. And this is how we're going to go through that with you today. All right, so our first vertical, we're going to talk about tiny homes, ADUs and JDUs. So an ADU is an accessory dwelling unit. So it's a separate building that's off the main unit. This could be your man cave, your she shed, your game room. You can see it there to the right side. It's a separate unit. And we have what's called a JDU, which is a joint dwelling or junior dwelling unit. That could be something that is connected or partially connected to your main structure. That could be an in-law apartment, things like that. But we're offering these solutions, and you may have seen tiny homes or heard about them, but you know, the tiny home is really the way for affordability for many people around the world and country. So we're going to get into what this means to you, how you can profit for, you know, make an income off of this, because this is a presentation today. So we're going to be talking about how to make this this opportunity work for you. So with that, we're going to move forward to the next slide. All right, so our second vertical here is, do you know anyone who wants to save money on their home electric bills? Well, I certainly do. And I know a lot of you do as well. I mean, a lot of the issues that have been happening is the price of electricity has gone up. You know, we're all dependent on the grid, and it all depends on your town and city. And, you know, some of these systems are old, and they don't really work as well as they like to. I mean, what happens, you know, during storms, things like that, if you lose electricity, what's your plan B? You know, I remember last year I was in a pretty good storm. I'm up here in the Northeast, and we are out of electricity for 5 days. And at that point in time, you know, people were running around looking for, you know, generators and whatnot. But given that, you know, we need to find a more sustainable way to be able to have electricity on demand, right? So we're going to talk about ways that we can do that in our program today. All right, so our second vertical, or that solution that we're going to talk about, is solar power. So guys, we are affiliated and partnered with 3 separate companies. One is Get Solarized, which is a company that actually works with SunPower. SunPower is our installer. And we also have a company that's called Tesla. You may have heard of them. We actually use Tesla for the Powerwall. Now, Tesla is a certified installer. And so you understand what the Powerwall can offer is basically, you know, when you harness the sun from solar during the entire day, where are you going to be able to store that power? Right now, if you don't have what's called a Powerwall, you're not able to store that. So this gives people in general the ability to store power right in this large Powerwall. It's just basically a very large battery, which helps people be able to store that energy. So we're really excited to be partnered with this, and we're going to show the benefits of how you can partner as well. All right. Do you know anyone who drinks water? I'm sure you do. I mean, water is an essential thing for us to live, you know, on this planet. So we're made of a good 3/4 amount of water, from what I understand, about 75% water. So we need it to survive. So some of the large problems that we have are we just don't have the right kind of water systems right now. Whether you're in a town or city, there's a lot of old piping that's used, and there's just no way for you know, when the water flows through this old piping, it brings toxics and all kinds of different ways to that can, you know, not be really good for your drinking water. So we need a solution for that. I mean, we're going through different ways to do that. I mean, I think that you know, water's becoming more scarce. Let's just face the facts. I mean, I know out west in California, and we've got the Colorado River, which is down 30% of what it should be. We've got towns in California which literally have to ship water into their communities because they just don't have the water. There's just a lot of places that don't have the access to it. So we've got to find a way and a solution to be able to provide this a new way to get water for people, right? So with that, we're going to provide the solution, which I think is one of the most ingenious items that I've ever seen before. We're going to get into what that is. And that is our third vertical. So in order for us to be able to get water, we've got a way to use what we call an atmospheric water generator. It's built by a company called ACFO, which we are part of, basically. So how would you like to have unlimited water from the air? So there's 37.5 billion gallons of pure water just in the air. So we really want to tap that. In these units, as you can see right here, we've got a variety of different units with ACVO that can help people from the residential, all the way from industrial to commercial to even agriculture. So these machines basically take the humidity right out of the air, turn it into drinkable portable water. So we have a unit that's more of a household unit. You can see here it's called our ACVO pod. These are really items that can be in your kitchen. They're just hooked up. It's kind of like it has a condenser that goes on the outside of the house, and it creates water for you on demand. So no more going to the store, getting those big bottles of water. You're going to have water that's available for you at any moment in time. The other part of this too is these units, they produce water at a very high pH level. So I think it's like 7.36. So these items are really pretty amazing, because not only can we use them in our homes, but we can use them commercially, and across the world. We're going to talk about some ways that we're going to be using these units, and these units can provide anywhere from 50 liters all the way up to 500 liters per day. So guys, what an incredible piece of technology that we have to offer you. And we're going to show you different ways how you can harness this and work with us as part of VXHAUS. All right. So we also want to provide to you the first of its kind. This is our virtual water grid. And this is based out of Santa Ana, California. It's our first center that actually has about 50 of these units inside. So guys, what we're offering here is a way to provide water to the masses. Think about it. You got to have a way to be able to, provide people a way to get water that's going to be healthy for them, high in alkalinity, which this water will provide, and also have a place to get it. So we're going to be talking about what the next step for us is with these and how you can be a part of it. But we're very excited to have this unit. This is our first unit, and our first location in Santa Ana, California, and we've got many more to go. All right, we're going to talk about this. We're going to actually have a little bit more information to provide you to kind of give you that kind of basis.
You've heard about droughts around the world. Are you wondering, how will my family survive? They say the next war will be fought over water. People have been mining oil, diamonds, and Bitcoin and got rich. Now it's time to mine water from air. This is not science fiction. ACVO water rigs can create 500 to 100,000 liters of clean drinking water generated and powered by solar. VX6000 is setting up ACVO water utility stations around the world, and you can profit from water rig mining units. That is why we created ACVO tokens, to bring a store of value to water creation. This is an unprecedented opportunity that allows everyone, including you, to start mining water like Bitcoin. We've shipped 1,000 units already, and now we're creating a decentralized transmission-free water grid. When you join VX6000 and purchase AWG units representing equipment and software, which pays for the overhead needed to create locations, you earn from profits of water sales. All facilities are powered by solar. ACVO is one of the top global AWG operations companies in the world. Our IoT network maintains real-time water data from water mining rig profits. ACVO is powered by Tesla and SunPower renewable technologies with little to zero carbon footprint, with our goal being to create 1 million liters a day of clean drinking water. Earn from the $200 billion water industry growing at a 6% annual rate. You can participate and earn cryptocurrency backed by the world's most precious commodity, water. Years from now, what will you tell your family if they knew you missed out on this opportunity? California in the USA has 41 cities that need our transmission-free water grid now. The USA drought is real. Just Google it. ACVO water grid can refill lakes, rivers, ponds, and streams. We are mobile. When needed, our water factories can be built anywhere as a local water utility supplier. You can earn tokens daily from your membership in VX6000. We already have delivered to governments, states, and Fortune 500 clients to ensure our ability to become the world's first water mesh network and virtual water grid. At the end of each day, we divide up our profits and share with our members in their wallets daily. 1.2 billion people do not have access to clean drinking water. Although we are not a get-rich-quick scheme and we do not guarantee income, the more water we produce, the more you can earn. Large corporations are spending billions on controlling water rights around the world. ACVO rigs are a global solution to counter the monopolies. Water is a human right, not a privilege. Imagine 10 factories in the USA producing 1 million liters of water a day to save the Colorado River. ACVO tokens will be traded for tokens in 2022 on mainstream exchanges, so HODL. Now you've been shown Plan B. Get with the person who shared this video with you. Welcome to VX6000, Renewable Sustainable Solutions. Come and join us, www.vxhaus.io.
All right, guys, I hope you got really good information about that. I mean, I can't imagine. It's 41 cities that are already in drought conditions right now. This is really going to be something that we can really help millions and millions of people with. So with that, we wanted to show you our virtual water mining facility. Now, what you're looking at is just a rendition. And you can see there's different buildings here with what we call our AWGs, our atmospheric water generators, and they're on top of the buildings, and it looks like there's many of them here, but this is kind of a rendition of what we hope the future of what ACVO can bring to any environment, whether it's the city or way out in a drought area, in Colorado River, whatever it may be area. We really want to be able to provide this kind of solution to people. But as you can see, this is really where we're focused on, is these water mining facilities. We also want to talk about a couple new things that we have in play right now from ACVO, and that's our ACVO Farm Solution. So basically, as you can see on the left-hand side, this is basically a container, but it's used with ACVO units right on top. Those could be like smaller ACVO units, maybe about 100 liters per day. But this is really for what we call our hydroponics, and it helps to be able to grow plants without any soil. So there's a lot of different ways and applications that we're able to use this with ACVO, these ACVO products. And as you can see here, even on the inside of these larger facilities with the ACVO units here, the best part of this is when you're using these ACVO units to produce the water, they literally reduce the fungal growth and increase the crop yield, which is really going to be a positive thing because it's going to just protect a lot more of the crop and be able to have more usage with it. So as you can see, ACVO has got a lot of applications, and we're really hoping to bring this to the public more and more and more. So. All right, so with our renewable lifestyle businesses, we've got the world's first solar power virtual atmospheric water. So this building here, as you can see, it's got units on top. To the right side, you'll also see the solar. So this is an off-grid facility. So it's literally just getting the power of the sun to power the atmospheric water generators for this entire facility. The nice thing about it is with this situation, it offers 26% federal tax credit, as well as 20% ACVO carbon credits. So that's about 46 in tax credits or in credits overall, which is really, really beneficial for a lot of people getting involved in this. All right, so with our virtual water mining rigs, we want to introduce to you a way to be a member of our virtual water rigs, or virtual water mining facilities. And that's through a membership of $1,000 per unit. So keep in mind, we are not only going to have this one unit. The one unit we talked about was a Santa Ana facility. Guys, there's still time to get involved with that. But I'm going to go through this with you and talk about what the opportunity is for this piece, and then hopefully you'll see the potential in that. So members participate in a 10% monthly water revenue pool per unit. So notarization is required after each purchase, and all purchases are final. And then once we have 150 units that are all purchased, it completes that location. So for example, with the Santa Ana, California location, there's still time to get involved with this at $1,000 per unit, and it'll help you, be able to get a return. So if you ever wanted to be involved in a true passive return, passive opportunity, guys, this water mining membership is definitely the way to go. I mean, it's going to be offering you a way to, and we're going to talk about the numbers in just a moment, offer you a way to be a member of this location. And we're going to have many locations, but for example, when we talk about the Santa Ana location, each unit is available. Also, keep in mind, folks, you can also finance this. So we'll talk about that in just a moment, but we are so excited to have this opportunity of these water mining facilities to be able to utilize what we have to offer in these pools. All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts of this. So with the water mining rigs, here's what the units kind of produce. So per unit production, these units provide 500 liters of water per day, 15,000 liters of water per month. And then over a total year of 12 months, that is about 180,000 liters of water per year. So now if you take that 80,000 liters and times that by $1.79, which I believe the average is risen to about $1.80 per liter, you get a gross revenue total of around $322,000. Now, each facility will have a minimum of 50 units. So not every facility will have the same amount of units, but we do have a minimum of 50. So one of the examples that we have is if we did base this on 50 and the total gross revenue was $322,200, that equals about $16,110,000. So we talked about that 10% for the pool. So if we took the 10% of that, that's a little over 1.6 million for the 10% pool. Now, if we're talking about 50 shares, I'm sorry, let me back up for a moment. I noticed I just said the 50 units. So 50 units are the actual ACFO units within the facility. So I just want to be clear. So if we back up to where we were, if we divide those 150 shares, because that's what the location we're going to be offering to people, that's about $10,740 per share per year. So one share is approximately $1,000. Well, it is $1,000, right? So if you divide that by 12, and just so you guys know, these are conservative numbers. We're showing approximately $900 per share per month. So can you see the kind of return even on this conservative level of having a $1,000 membership in this opportunity? So just to be clear, this is based on water sales and is example only. It's not a guarantee, but we're very excited to have this. A lot of this is much of this is already in play. So we want to make sure that you definitely get aboard and lock in your spot for the $1,000 per unit. So that's very exciting. So guys, let me go to the next slide, talk about this a little bit more. So right now there's a limited time offer on our first virtual mining rig in Santa Ana, California. And here's how it works. So if you don't realize it, ACFO also generates tokens for producing the ACFO water. So these are cryptocurrency tokens. And when you buy one unit right now with this limited offer, you're going to be getting 1,000 ACFO tokens. Now you'll see when you go up to 2, it's 2,000 tokens, 3 units, it's 3,000 tokens. Now, the best part of this is if you buy 5 units, you receive 5,000 ACFO tokens. Plus, you would be invited to the Orange County for our corporate strategic 2022 planning meeting. And the dates is December 9th through the 11th. So that is pretty awesome. We're going to talk a little bit about that on the next slide as well. So we also have a option for 10 units, and then you receive 10,000 tokens. You guys get the idea. If you do 10,000, if you do 10 units, you do get to include another person on your trip to Orange County. So that's pretty cool. But what if you said, hey, you know, I don't know if I can afford to buy 10. Well, you also can sell them, right? So you'll also receive 10,000 if you you know, sell 10 units to, it could be 2 people, 10 people, it doesn't matter. Plus, you can invite them, you can invite that person or one of the or some significant other to the Orange County as well for that planning meeting. So just so you know, keep in mind that all of these purchases specific to that count. So that would include food, transportation, accommodations for all of these qualified participants. So 2 people, it would be 10 units. 1 person, it's 5 units, and you get food, transportation, accommodations. Really an amazing deal we have going for you guys. It's really important to, while we're on this call, to make sure that if anybody, you know, sent you to this presentation, make sure you get back to them and ask them how you could get involved in this, you know, this virtual mining opportunity, because it's really one of a kind. You know, we don't see these happen very often. I've been in many other opportunities in my lifetime, and this is the first time I've seen anything like this. And talk about passive. It's very, very exciting, passive income. Okay, let's go to the next slide. All right. So how do I make money? I bet this is the biggest question. This is all great, Sean. I'm glad we went through all this information, but how do I, you know, make an income or make money with these 3 verticals? And we're going to talk about that right now. All right. So VXHAUS has our training systems within it. It's called the VX6000 training and certification platforms. And we have some of the products right here I'm going to go over briefly with you. So getting involved at our $399 product, our field leader training, that'll give you the ability to you know, get certified, trained with all the information you need to be successful with us. And that's really one of the basic platforms we ask people to get involved with, because it's going to help you move forward and have more profitability. We also have the City Developer Program, which I'm going to go over with you. The City Developer Program also has a certification, but it's based on a city. So now you'll have the opportunity, if you have a city, to be able to make up to 5% of any sales that happen within that city. So you essentially own the parameter of that city, and you're able to actually, you know, make profits of at least 5% of anything that, you know, all the sales that happen with that. Also, if you remember that AquaPod unit I was talking about earlier, the one that would be more residential in your home, we actually throw one into this package for you. So that's valued at $29.95. And this package is about the same. So you're literally, you know, you're getting the package and the Aqua unit all for the one price of $29.95. One more thing I want to mention about that is, you know, if you're saying, you know, that's great, Sean, but I don't know if I can afford that right up front. We do have a payment plan that we can offer, 4 payments that we could split that $29.95 into, to help you be able to afford this and be part of the training and get everything that comes along with that. We also have the state and province developer license. What's great about that is you earn 3% of the entire sales that happen in the state. So if you're lucky enough to be able to lock into owning a state or a province in Canada, you're not only going to be able to have great sales, but you're going to be able to make 3% in monthly sales just because you own that state on anything that happens within that state. Plus, you also get not 1, but 2 of the AquaPod units. So great opportunities here, great training programs. We're very excited about them. As you can see, some of these are on a special pricing right now, so definitely get involved in these. All right. I want to direct your attention to our VX6000 training and tiny home certification platform. A lot of people have been talking about that. I'm excited about the tiny homes. I think they're a great, great product, and I think they're needed across the entire world. So with this program, I want to kind of give you some understanding of it. So as you can see on the left-hand side, it says certification equals license to sell. So you can earn up to 5,000 to 15,000 per unit sale at delivery. So what does that mean? That means that we have the ability, if you don't have a certification program under your belt, and this certification program, I believe, is $3,000, you would be able to, earn about, I believe, $5,000. And then if you do go through the certification program and you're able to go from the beginning to the end, you can see all of this information that's included in this program, right? So it's tiny home and ADU educational class. You get the tour of the official tiny home California factory in Fresno. You've got some other great information there. You've got a dealership program training, which is very cool. You literally could sell these like a dealership. And then you've got some other great information here. And the good thing about this program is it's a 2-day hotel stay and air transportation, which is included for the price of the training. So that's really great. Plus, when you get this training, you're going to be able to be qualified to make $15,000 per unit at delivery. So I don't know about you, but if I was only going to be able to refer and someone to buy a tiny home to the program and get 5,000 versus going through this program here and making 15,000 per unit, I say, leverage the difference if it was me. So very exciting stuff. A lot of stuff's included in this program. It's also commissionable. So when you come on board and you become a member with us, you will get additional commission from people that you bring into the program as well. All right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the 5 ways to earn. Okay, 5 ways to earn is 1 is retail commissions, 2 is team commissions, 3 solar installs, 4 is very exciting. It's what we call our EV bonus. We'll talk about that in a minute. And the 5th is the closed verified appointments. Okay, and we'll talk about what that means. We also have the ability for folks to earn a VXHAUS office space through a company called WeWorks. So very exciting. Let's move to the next slide, and I'll go into that detail. All right, so retail commissions. Earn retail commissions of 20% on personal sales. So 20% on personal sales. In my past, 20% is very good. I've seen personal sales maybe at 5%. We offer 20%. So the 20% is based on all the products that you can sell from what we have to offer. And as you can see on the left, we have certifications. So 20% on the field leader certification, 20% on the city developer, 20% on the state and province. And then on the water side, we have those ACVO units that you're going to earn 20% on every sale that you make. We do offer another product, which we are repositioning, which is this H2 water. So I'm not going to get into that too much right now, but I just want to get you folks to understand that we do have some amazing products, and making 20% is really great. So this is personal sales level. Let's talk about the next way to make commissions, and that's through building a team. So guys, just think about this for a moment. You make 20%, but hey, what if you brought in 5 of your friends? Well, if you brought in at least 5 of your friends, you'll make 5% on everything they purchase, 5 levels deep. So we have a 5-level compensation. So if you can think about that, that's about 25% of team commissions, 5 levels down. So you're really leveraging the efforts of others in this example. And that's really the best way on top of your personal sales to be able to make additional sales. So it's always important to build a team because teams make the company grow. And, we're really looking at the best way to move this opportunity forward. So let's move to the next slide. And I'm going to show you a presentation of some income. All right, so we have a slide here that talks about the power of 5 ACVO units. All right, so in this example, we're talking about the ability to sell one of our larger units. It's the 500 liter unit. Now, this is a commercial type of industrial type of unit that would sit maybe with a larger building per se, but these units sell for about $69,995. So you say that's interesting. That's a high ticket item. So that's the good part about VX6000 in the VXHAUS is that we offer something for everybody. We have high ticket products. We have lower ticket products like the $1,000 memberships, things like that for people to get involved with us with. So if you look at what we have here on this Power 5, you'll see that if you brought in on level 1, 5 of your friends, and they all just sold one of these units. And the best part of what we offer is we provide additional training, understanding how you can, get involved with us and be able to promote this forward. We'll provide all of that on a weekly basis. So with this five people that you would bring in, 5 friends, a team commission would be about 17,500. And you can see, I'm not going to go through all these numbers. They're actually pretty extraordinarily, and they're very well. They're a good price, a good commission structure, right? So, for example, on the right hand side where it's you'll see that if you would earn 20%, so 20% of roughly $70,000 is almost approximately $14,000. So if you want to make great commissions in an opportunity, would you like to do it one time, or would you like to sell a bunch of things for the same amount? I would like to focus on just one of the, if I could, one of the larger units to make $14,000. It's definitely within reach, and these units are completely in demand based on what we're offering. So we're very excited to bring this to you. So you can see, if you leveraged all of the folks on your team, if they only sold one of these 500 liter units, I'm not going to tell you what the number is. You can see it right there. It's pretty amazing, life-changing money, if I might add. So that was an example of our 500 liter unit. And we're going to move over to our solar commission structure. All right. So with our solar commission, for personally installed units, we're going to talk about what we have to offer. So, like I mentioned to you, we work with Get Solarized and SunPower. And I want to kind of give you an example. You can see here that 60% to the agent, and this is on a commission structure, 30% to the company, and 10% to the compensation plan. So, 60% commission is very attractive, right? So let's just say we have a $30,000 solar install, all right, which typically they're anywhere from between 25 to 30 on a standard home. Whatever the profits that that VXHAUS makes on that, let's just say it's $10,000 out of the $30,000, right? You'd get 60% of the $10,000. So that'd be $6,000 commission paid to you. So now this is going from the getting people involved all the way through the contract to final installation of the solar. That's what this program is showing you based on the contract. And then 30% of that would go to the company of the 10,000, and 10% would go to the compensation plan. We also have the ability for referrals. So folks are open to make about $500 per referral. So if you refer somebody to our solar program, to our back office, you'd be able to, and if that solar contract did close, you'd make $500 on that. So that's for our referral program. This is for our full solar contract program. Okay. All right. So we're going to go over this EV Hummer and EV car bonus. Guys, I'm pretty excited about this. This vehicle is pretty impressive. I'm going to show you a video about it. The best part of this is if you sell 50 personal solar installs in 3 months, you'll receive a fully paid 2022 EV Hummer. So first time I saw this was, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, this vehicle, but it's definitely cutting edge, and we're going to take a look at that now.
Real revolutionaries understand good is never good enough. Imagine, challenging, pushing beyond the expected to realize the impossible. Because to achieve greatness once, it's not the end of the journey. It is only the beginning. If one super truck can change the world, imagine what two can do. Introducing GMC Hummer EV SUV and pickup, the world's first all-electric super trucks. The quiet revolution begins with a nearly silent all-electric propulsion system. And for the brave souls who dare to engage Watch to Freedom, the thrill of our pickup accelerating 0 to 60 in approximately 3 seconds. Innovation continues with next generation Super Cruise, a driver assistance feature that offers hands-free driving with automatic lane changing on compatible roads. With Crab Walk, Hummer EV has the ability to drive diagonally, something no pickup or SUV in the industry can match. Available Ultra Vision provides up to 18 camera views on the pickup and up to 17 on the SUV. For remarkable driving precision, Hummer EV is engineered with 4-wheel steering to reduce turning radius and enhance overall maneuverability. But we didn't stop there. We engineered the Hummer EV with Ultium batteries for ultra-fast charge times, allowing the pickup to charge nearly 100 miles in just 10 minutes. Things get even more revolutionary when you head off the pavement. It all starts with towering ground clearance from specially engineered 35-inch tires. With customizable drive modes, Hummer EV puts a whole new level of off-road mastery at your fingertips. Initiate available extract mode, and Hummer EV activates its air ride suspension to lift approximately 6 inches. And available full underbody armor and rock sliders help make it ready to conquer even the toughest terrains. But Hummer EV is more than an off-road beast, because it delivers an unprecedented combination of innovation and luxury. Infinity roofed, transparent sky panels, and rear drop glass give the Hummer EV an immersive open-air design, so you can experience the world like never before. The revolutionary all-electric Hummer EV pickup and SUV. If one can change the world, imagine what two can do. Reserve your Hummer EV pickup or SUV now at gmc.com while they last.
All right, guys, I hope you really enjoyed that. We are so excited to have you with us tonight to talk about this. And we just want to let you know that, we'd love to have you join us. And as far as, anybody who's come here as a guest, or for those of you who have seen this for the first time or have seen it before, we want to make sure that you understand we're here for you, and we hope that you see our see how we're going forward with our programs, and we're really excited to bring this to you. So with that, I'm going to kick it back to Matt Manathas to close this up.
You're muted, Manathas.
There we go. All right. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Very clear.
Hey, all right. Awesome. Sean, thank you so much for that information. I know it's a lot to take in, ladies and gentlemen. but it's worth it. Just get back with the individual who invited you to this overview, and get your questions answered, and just see where you fit in. See what part of this will work for you. You know, you don't have to do them all. You could do one, do them all if you feel you have the time and the energy to do so. But once again, Sean, thank you so much. Mark and everyone else on the call. With that, we're going to wrap it up this evening. Hope everybody enjoyed. We will talk with you again next week with more information. All right. With that, we're going to say aloha to you. Aloha.
Aloha.